Good morning. Welcome to Popular Tribe. My name is Nick. This is Elvis Sunday. It's New Year's Eve. Goodbye 2023. And what a year it's been. Counting up this morning, this will be my 53rd Elvis Sunday video. I think over the course of the year, I think I missed 1 week in February when I had COVID. And then I think there's been a couple of bonus episodes along the way for his birthday and then commemorating August the 16th as well. So yeah, it's been a full-on year, and I appreciate each and every one of you coming to visit the channel. Some of you are coming back every Sunday. Absolutely love that. But if you are new to the channel, this is your first time here, this is Elvis Sunday. We do this every single week. I try and do this every single week, where I take a look at, often a first time look at an Elvis performance or an Elvis song, often suggested by yourselves in the comment section below. We'll sit back and watch it together and then have a quick chat about it afterwards. This week we've got another performance from the 68 Comeback Special. Word of warning, I don't know how this will work out. 68 Comeback Special seems to be pretty high on the old copyrighted list, and it seems every time I do one of these it will get blocked or blocked in certain countries, and then I have to dive back in and re-edit it again, chop bits out of the video performance or put a big watermark over it. So I feel it does detract from the experience when I end up having to do that, in terms of cutting it together and giving you something that you can watch as well alongside me. That being said, it's a non-profit channel. None of the Elvis videos at least are monetized at all. All the money goes to the Elvis estate or the record label or whoever, the content owner. And I will always put the links for the original video, the video that I'm watching, down in the description down below. So if you do want to go and watch that full screen without any of this in the corner or me talking over the top of it, which I will be doing more often than not, then that link is down there for you. Anyway, today, yes, 68 Comeback Special, and it's the end of the year, so there's only one song I could really choose from all the suggestions that we had. Seemed fitting, really. And we have Elvis singing Memories. I have a vague recollection of the song. Like I said before in previous videos, I have watched the 68 Comeback Special a number of times, but probably not for about a year or so, maybe more in fact actually. I think I said last week that I'd watched it while I was at work doing some paperwork when there was no one else in the office, and I had it on YouTube in the background. I think that might have actually been a year and a half ago rather than a year. I think it was maybe summertime last year. So it has been a long time, and like I have said, I do try to avoid watching any Elvis video content now for fear of ruining any impact that I might have watching it for the first time for the channel here. So I'm very conscious that I'm rambling just for a change. Get used to that if you haven't been here before. So let's just do it. Let's just jump straight in. Elvis Presley 68 Comeback Special, Memories. Full leather Elvis. There you go. The music, the backing music already, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Memories press between the pages of my mind. Memories.
She's not moving her hand, her on the left.
Through the ages just like wine. Quiet thoughts come floating down and settle softly to the ground like gold of autumn leaves around my feet. I touch them and they burst apart with sweet memories. Memories.
His voice is just note perfect, pitch perfect.
Of holding hands and red bouquets and twilights trimmed in purple haze and laughing eyes and simple ways and quiet nights and gentle days with you. Memories press between the pages of my mind. Sweetened through the ages just like wine.
It's going to be quite something for that audience just to be sitting so close to him, sharing this moment.
Memories of holding hands and red bouquets and twilights trimmed in purple haze and laughing eyes and supple ways and quiet nights and gentle days with you. Memories press between the pages of my mind.
This is perfect. Perfect.
Memories sweetened through the ages just like wine. Memories.
Studio lights and that leather.
Sweet memories.
Just pouring off him.
Memories.
Wow, it's just a perfect performance. I said before, and I say this a lot, don't I? I've said this before. I'm guessing there's only so many ways you can describe these performances, but it would be remiss for me not to say it. But it's just the '68 comeback special just is something special. And I just wish, channel aside, I could watch it more. I might have to just keep going back to the ones that I've watched already for the channel, just watch those just so I have a kind of little window into it again. But just everything about it is just so polished and perfect. And it really was a comeback for Elvis, a massive comeback. And he had so much riding on it, and he just sold it completely. Just shone. Everything about it, the stage production, the musical arrangements, his voice is just, to my mind, it just feels like it's the best that I've ever heard it across anything that we've watched on here. You know, studio recordings aside, I mean, I even prefer some of these versions here to some of the original studio recordings, but we watch the songs that he sings here and we compare them to later on with That's the Way It Is, which is a whole other sort of different type of performance anyway. That's more of a massive stage show. Or, you know, Elvis in Honolulu. This just feels, when you watch the '68 comeback special, it just feels like a prestigious moment in time, in history, in music. It's incredible. And it blows me away every single second that I see of it. Just what a thing it is for that audience to be sitting there in such a small area there, and just to be sitting right next to him. And you know, the woman on the right, he was just singing and turning, sitting next to her and turning to her and looking straight at her and singing to her. What a moment for her. What a moment for her and everyone just sitting around that square. Just incredible. In this day and age, you kind of don't get that with any sort of modern celebrity, really. You don't get the opportunity to share, you know, these moments, these points in time, and kind of, that's a dream for a lot of people, I'm guessing. You know, and that's just talking about the stars of today. But to have that with someone as iconic as Elvis was and is, it's just something else. Absolutely mind-blowing. One incredible performance, and an incredible sort of stage show, television show, concert performance in general. I've talked about it in previous episodes, but before doing these Elvis Sundays, Elvis was always a big part of my history kind of growing up. He was always there in the background. My dad was a massive fan, and it was always playing in the car. I have the same birthday as Elvis, and he was always there. The music was always there, and I remember as a child probably not really appreciating it as much as I do in my adult years. And it was only really kind of last year Was it last year? I have no concept of time anymore. I think it was last year. It must have been. With the Baz Luhrmann film, kind of watching that and seeing that on a big screen and kind of getting a small window into his history and gaining that whole new appreciation for the music. And I think it was If I Can Dream that kind of brought me back in again. And that was the first video I did on his birthday in 2022. Also my birthday, I'll just mention that again. And that performance just absolutely stunned me and blew me away. And it was the one that convinced me I kind of wanted to watch more. And so far there hasn't been anything that's given me any sort of level of disappointment whatsoever. Every single week I'm getting blown away by what I'm seeing here or what I'm hearing. A lot of these songs I've never heard of before. Some are more familiar. That song was more familiar to me, but just to watch this performance again, the intimacy of it, it's just incredible. So I'm looking forward to doing these, continuing to do these as we move into 2024 from tomorrow onwards. It's just incredible, and I thank you guys again for coming along for the ride. Going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel. Hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like I said, we try and do these every single Sunday. We'll be back again next Sunday the 7th, the day before what would have been his 89th birthday, and it's going to be my 50th birthday. I know I don't look a day over 49. So yeah, come back next week. Come back next Sunday if you can. Thanks again. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed that song, and I hope to see you again soon. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Take care. Bye-bye.